Hello guys, this is SRINIVAStheDEVELOPER from the developer channel. Today we are going to solve this SKIDMARK daily challenge of 25th May 2021. Here this is the problem: binary prefix count divisible by x. The program must accept two integer n and x as an input. The program must find the binary representation of b of an integer n. Then the program must print the number of prefixes in b whose decimal values are divisible by the x as output. Here this is the 52, which is nothing but n, and 2 is nothing but the x value. We have to convert this 52 as a binary value. The binary representation of 52 is 110 100. Here 52 is divisible by 2, so count is 1. And then 26 also divisible by, here 56 for 1, 26 also divisible, so come on. So this should be 2. 13 is not divisible by 2. 6 is divisible by 2, so it will be the third one. Here we have the count 3. In 147 also we have 4 divisibles of 3, and in 98 we have 3 divisibles of 6. Let's see these things in a programmatical way, because I don't have to convert those values manually. First, input part, let me assign n, input of, I think those n and x are space separated value, so I'm mentioning n comma x, and I'm mapping these values, map of in comma input dot split. So by this way we'll get the values for 147 and 3. Here we have to convert this 147 as a binary representation. For that we already have a predefined function bin in Python. So b equal to binary representation of n. This will give you something called 0b, which is nothing but the symbolic representation of binary in Python. So we don't need that, right? To get rid of that, I'm mentioning this slice operator, and I'm specifying the value should be started from second index, so it will skip the 0th and first one. 0 1 will be skipped, so we'll get this value. As I have told, we got it. Now we have to check for the prefix values, which is nothing but the value should be removed from the last 1 by 1 digit. Here this is 110 100, then it will be 110 and 10. This 0 is removed here. At this position this 0 is removed, and here the 1 is removed, so it getting reduced by 1 digit, right? We are also going to do the same. Here this is the list. In this we'll have the binary values, which is nothing but b, and I'm mentioning minus of len of b minus I, and this I should be iterated for the whole length for I in range of len of b. So we'll get something called the expected one. This is because first iteration the I value will be 0, so it will take all the values from 0th position till the last. Then the I value will be incremented to -1, so we won't get this last one. Then I value becomes 2, so 2 elements will be skipped from the last. I will became 3 elements skipped. Like that we have the whole thing. But this seems like a nasty thing, right? Because these things are in a binary representation, but we can't able to get the count of divisibilities with the binary thing. So I'm just converting this as an integer value. Int the string, and I'm specifying 2 here because this is in a binary format. We have to convert this into the decimal value, right? By default the integer value will have something like int of your string input, which is nothing but 23 comma 10, which is nothing but the decimal value. The 10 is a default value, so we don't have to specify that. Now we'll have something a round value in our list, but still we have to count the divisibilities, right? For that, count equal to, which we gonna use, sum or len. I stick with sum of 1 for I in list if I is divisible by x with the remainder 0. If that occurs, increment the count value, so we'll have the count 4. Here 147 is divisible by 3, I guess. This won't get divisible, but this will, this one and this one. 4 2 1 73 is not divisible by 3, so we'll get the output of 147 36 18 9 divisibilities, which is nothing but 4. That's it, guys. It seems that's it for today's video. Seems like a simple problem, so for the sake of simplicity I'm mentioning map of in comma input dot split. This should be binary value p equal to bin of n starting from second index, and then this is the list equal to integer value of what b up to len of b minus I position for I in range of len of b, and this should be something called integer format, right? So we have to specify that too. And then count len of I for I in what a list if I modulo x command equal to 0. Finally print the count. Why don't we just use one-liner today? Okay, this is kind of simple thing because it's easy for me to explain how to create a one-liner. I'm copying those values here. Instead of count, we are going to replace the assigned values of count. just like that. What we have used here is a list, right? So instead of list, yeah, you got it, I'm going to put the values assigned for list. And this part we have something. No, we don't have anything. Oops, I think I have forgotten to copy that. Control X. Here in the place of B, we have to replace the values of value assigned for B. And also instead of this n and x, I have to replace this should be lambda, right? Lambda x comma sorry n comma x. Here the value will be passed. Map of comma input dot split. This is just how we can easily make an onliner. Just replace the variable with the value assigned inside it. That's it, guys. Okay, if I run this program, we have something crazy. 147 and 3. Missing argument 1, record the positional argument x. So this should be a list, and this list should be extracted. So 147 and 3, we got 4. That's what we expected. Our one-liner is working fine. The reason why I'm mentioning this star and list here is, if I just return a map function, it's just a memory of a single thing, right? So that whole thing will be assigned to n. If I just return those values as a list, n will have something called 147 and 3. This x won't get anything. That's why I'm specifying star here. So it will extract the value inside it, so it will pass like this. So we can assign the value for x also with 3, or the second input that we have passed. Now we can just comment this one. Okay, let's check for this lengthy one also. For that I'm using this 98 and 6 input. 98 on 6 will get 3. That's it, guys. That's it for the today's video. Here is the code for your view, and here is the onliner for your view also. Let me split those. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. Bye. We'll see you soon with something else.